everybody wants to see how the beach is doing.
Watch it from all over the world. My wife watches every morning.
Just wait for a few people to jump on and introduce you. All right, everybody, we are at Ocean Harbor for our Saturday morning video. George Kessler is going to start us off and do some introductions, and then we're going to do a little walk around and see everything that's going on. George, tell us what you do here at Ocean Harbor, right next to Publix.
Right, it's very handy next to Publix. I'm the vice president in charge of the board right now. I was also tasked with coming in and being clerk of the works for the rebuild progress for our condos, clear back. Basically, my job started in December, but our work really began right after Ian.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that's who I am. I've been here pretty much for all of the rebuild, but surrounding me right now are people that are going to be, that are experienced, professional volunteers. They've given more than just their knowledge, but they're giving us the time to rebuild Ocean Harbor, basically better than what it was.
All right, who do we have with us today?
Mike Engelbert.
Mike Engelbert. Thank you
Mike.
for coming, Mike.
Yeah, Mike is, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead,
Yeah,
tell me.
I'm working on the architectural committee, and since the hurricane, we've set up 8 different committees to do different projects. One of them's the clubhouse, we have a security committee, pool committee, etc. So we have 8 committees, and they're all reporting to a control committee, and then we're gonna try to put everything together to
A lot of committees,
store our,
a lot of fixing.
store our property. But we have 12 acres, and we have a lot of managing to do, how we're gonna do, and the timing, and what we're gonna do to bring our property back.
Yeah, when George said it was 12 acres, you wouldn't notice that driving by Publix. You
Yeah,
just
the-
see the Ocean Harbor waterfall and then
On the
move
front
on.
is small, but it expands towards the back, so we got front to back to do.
All right. This isn't going to be hard to follow, folks. We have Mike and Mike. You know, there used to be an ESPN morning show by the name of Mike and Mike.
There's a lot of Mikes around here. Hi, my name is Michael Banks, and I'm one of the board members on the yacht club. There's 5 of us, and we've been working a lot of hours in trying to secure permits and getting plans put together to remove the marina. And we're going to be meeting on Tuesday to put the final phases on it, and this demolition is scheduled to start March 6th. So, and we figure 45 days that we'll have a clean slate to start out with, and we're going to start the rebuild process.
Gotcha. All right, we're in the clubhouse, George. So
Yeah.
kind of let's
Well,
look out and
basically,
tell us
just-
what we see here.
You just scan out to the tennis courts. We've got 4 courts out there, and we have had since day one. There's one Mike that's missing, and if he was here with us this morning, he'd be telling you that just prior to Ian and the concept of rebuilding, you know how popular pickleball is getting. So
Yeah.
we had just recently, right before and actually during Ian, we had spent around 50 grand for expansion of pickleball on top of tennis courts, so where you could still be playing 3 open tennis courts.
Oh, I see. It's tennis and pickleball together.
Yeah, and,
Gotcha.
and she took us and cleaned us right out.
So,
including all the new fencing and
I
everything
see.
else.
So the water, this is across, folks, that's Estero Boulevard right out there. The water came way up here into the clubhouse. How far away from Estero Boulevard are we?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're about halfway, so I'm gonna call that about 600 or 700 feet.
Okay.
So
And
it's a ways away, but I would invite anybody to go online and take a look at the Newton Cam to see, that way, that Newton Beach is right across the street.
Okay.
And that indicates just how fast this water came up on Fort Barnes Beach. But in our clubhouse, we're standing about 6 feet above, and we had water from both directions. We had flood damage and we had wind damage as well. We lost a good portion of the roof, and of course, everything that got saturated from the floor up. So this building, unfortunately, is gonna be probably one of our last, and so that's why we're inviting Mike's crew to go ahead and give us a new layout if we think we need it. We're gonna go on from there.
You're not going to knock this down, right? You're going to, or are you?
Not sure.
We asked our
Okay.
teams to come up with any ideas.
Gotcha.
Out of the box, whatever. This is a 30-year-old property. We were in the process of a lot of updates anyway, so now's the time that we figure that if we're gonna make changes, now's the time to do it.
What normally is in the clubhouse here? What did you have
We
before?
had a workout room right here, that's this area.
Okay.
We had 2 bathrooms that are also used for the pool. So, and then this kitchen over here, and this is open area.
Gotcha. All right, George,
let's
let's
move
take a
on.
look at the pool.
Hey, the pool. Like every other property, the pool is pretty much inundated.
Yep.
One of our particular problems that we had though, Ed, was, is when Ian moved a lot of water at once, she moved a couple of houses that used to be sitting over here,
Oh, wow.
and one of the houses ended up right there in the pool.
Get out.
So,
Wow. So right next door, the house is gone, and the only thing left is the pool. You know, we see a lot of that all over Fort Myers Beach, just the pool.
We lost like 7 houses on that piece.
No kidding. What road is that over there?
I forget what they call it, but it dead ends right here.
Wow.
At any rate, that house ended up in here. There was another house over in that corner that literally floated down and removed our wall. So we have,
You had a wall over here somewhere?
yeah, all stucco wall, just like.
Oh,
it is
okay.
back there.
So you just temporary fencing because the wall's gone.
Exactly.
The entire wall is gone.
It's gone.
Where did it wind up?
Well, it knocked
Just,
over.
just crumbled.
Okay.
It was all cinder block, beautiful wall with 4-foot footings. You'd have thought nothing would knock it over. Well, I guess a house would. So consequently, it went away.
How many people live here?
We've got 75 units per tower, so it's 150 units. So even if you just say it's only 2, it's going to be 300 people.
Okay, so 2 towers. How when were they built?
91 and 92. The
Okay.
A building, the front building was built first in 91, and our Barron building was in 92.
All right.
And consequently, everything else was built at about the same time. In fact, you can see that it exposed the old pool deck. So basically about 10 years ago, they came in and redecked the surface. Now, obviously, we're going to be doing it again.
How's it going with the insurance?
What insurance? You know, if it's just like any insurance company. If you call them, they'll get right back to you. And consequently, because we did start early in spending our own money, which means that, of course, we're in a hurry. We're at the badgering stage now. I'm not going to say the legal stage because we're giving them a lot of room just because of what basically happened at Ian. At Ian, it was just slow pace, slow pace, slow pace. So, or not Ian, but what's our previous one? Irma. So consequently, we learned a lot from that one. We know that if we start building on our own, the insurance companies, of course, are going to be a little quicker to help us out.
Really?
It just seems.
Didn't know that.
It kind of seems the way that.
Maybe
it's
some
working.
other people should, like Town Hall, maybe.
I'm not going to go there. I think, however, our city's in great shape with the new leadership.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, I agree, 100%. They could take a joke too. So,
Well, anyway, you can see their truck there. We hired ARS to do our demolition work, and it was crazy. They had 15 campers parked where you see those cars now.
yeah,
You remember when they knocked off all the work on Mondays and Tuesdays?
yeah,
This company went out and got brand new trailers
no kidding.
to house those people because they couldn't miss that time frame.
Right.
They also converted the tennis court, believe it or not, into a heliport. So
Wow.
they could move their executives back and forth during the area because nobody was allowed on the island. Well, that wasn't going to stop us. We decided if we're going into this thing, we're going into it.
No kidding.
We're going to do it and do it right.
So, I imagine there's going to be some kind of assessment hell going on here for the people that live here.
Just thinking about it.
I know, right? There goes your life savings.
Well, not so much of that. We were looking at some major renovations this year anyway. Fortunately, we've been channeling money.
Okay.
For example, the new seawall and all that stuff. We've been channeling some money, hoping that we're not going to blow it all on just to have those things. Now we're going to blow it all to have those things done nice. Here's my prediction. Fort Myers Beach is what it is now. What it was is gone. And consequently, instead of being the old charm, beautiful old community of Florida, I think what we're going to end up being is the flip-flops of the rich and famous when it's all done. I still believe it's going to be a much relaxed atmosphere, but all of those condos in the background that aren't doing anything now, as soon as they get their insurance checks or whatever they're going to get, they're gonna come to life, and they're gonna be new and better and bigger. So that's what we're anticipating doing, so that we can jump the gun. As long as we jump the gun anyway, we might as well jump the gun and build something that we're gonna be really proud of.
Are you going to run for Bill Veach's seat when the election comes up? Or for those of you just joining us, we're at Ocean Harbor next to Publix, and we're getting a tour from George and Mike. So where do we go next?
We're gonna go take a look at some of the buildings that we've renovated.
All right.
We got to get out of here. Through that way.
And all these folks live here, I'm guessing they're not just people that broke in and wanted to follow us around.
Most of them are
We broke
volunteers.
in so that we could redo the unit.
I gotcha.
I'm a fan, and I've watched this since you were on the beach.
Oh, thank you very much. It's mostly me, not my wife,
Way
right?
back in the day, no, it wasn't your wife. You better-
Oh, I have to tell her that. Thank you, though. How many people you got? How you doing? Good. She's getting her hair done. She'll be here for the show. So how many people you got here now living, like today? That
Oh,
move.
we're probably only about 30-35%.
Okay.
To put that into numbers, 60.
Is that because it's not usual time for them to come down, or their places aren't ready?
They're ready for the most part. But you're seeing what we've got. We don't have anything for amenities.
Yeah.
In our main structure, our plumbing, elevators, all of that stuff was damaged to the point where it's operable, but not real reliable.
So you do have elevators.
Oh yeah.
When you say an elevator is not reliable, I'm taking the stairs, George. What does that mean?
No, we're still good because I have a reset key.
Okay.
We should be all right.
Still taking the
But
stairs.
In essence, what we've done is trying to encourage our owners to stay away until everything is really ready, meaning
Yeah.
as far as infrastructure.
This view right here is spectacular.
It is. Let's go take a look at Mike's Marina.
Come on, Mike. Take over here. Now this is all your dock here. You guys
Yep.
own all that? How damaged was it?
It's pretty well totaled.
Okay.
Right now we're sent some forms out for people to fill out if they want to try to salvage some of the components of their lifts. But all the motors and stuff are underwater, so they're probably not going to be able to be salvaged.
Were there a lot of boats out here when the storm came through?
Yeah, there was.
Were they piled up on top of each
A
other
lot
like
of them ended
everything
up
else?
over there.
Wow.
Ron Morgan, one of our board members, his boat ended up clear back there in front of us, as far as you can see. Really nice big
Okay, so
cedar.
you guys own all these docks back here, and
Yes, we do, yeah.
and how many are there?
34.
All right.
We got docks here and then on dock A.
Uh-huh.
There's a fishing pier at the end over there.
Nice.
So our members can go, and actually anybody from lives in Ocean Harbor can use the fishing pier. So, as you can see, it's pretty well
Yeah,
devastated.
yeah, I can see it now up close. So what's the prognosis here of repairs?
Well, we're scheduled to start removing everything March 6th.
Removing everything.
Removing everything. We contracted with the company, and they're going to come in and start March 6th. Remove everything except for the component parts people wanted to save, and they will be stored over here along the wall.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what component could be saved?
Well, for instance, this lift here. Go a little closer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to walk out there
Yeah.
or not.
Sure.
Like this lift, this metal here, and I can take you to my lift if you want to see it. Down here on ADAC.
How did the seawall make out? Okay.
It held.
Guess that's
I'll
good,
refer
right?
that to Mike.
The seawall
Mike.
okay?
That was another committee we had because we were looking at replacing it before the hurricane hit. So it did okay. It still has some upgrades we want to do. I mean, we lost the whole wall where our sidewalk was and stuff. So
Wait, there was a wall here?
yeah, there was a boardwalk.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's going to be with the yacht club. We're going to work together and come up with kind of a seamless plan, make it all kind of fit together.
When you say yacht club, what do you mean?
This is a separate entity. This is a yacht club.
Oh.
To be a member of the yacht club and have a slip, you have to live here.
Mm-hmm.
But so basically, there's 34 owners here that are part of this club, and then, like I said, the rest of the complex can use the fishing pier.
See, I see. So 34 means there's probably a waiting list. You got 150 people that live here. There's probably a waiting list. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Wow. All right. So the pilings got to come out too, or are they good?
Most of the pilings got to come out. I don't know how
Bent.
good close you can.
Do you think that did something hit these pylons to knock them sideways, or it was just the force of the water?
The boats. The boats.
Okay.
hit 'em.
Gotcha.
The force of the water didn't do that much damage. Just the boats that floated up and ripped the canopies off.
Yeah.
And then the boats hit the pilings. Because this is Tom Swanback's lift, and he just had it all brand new. And see how they're all bent. This first one.
So I guess Tom lives here too, huh?
Yeah, Tom is here also.
So now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, how did you get out there at all and see how the debris looks in the water? Is there a lot of debris in the water?
A lot of the debris.
Yeah, I
has
see
been
something.
removed, but that's part of our contract. Is the contractor's going to remove all debris for us.
Okay.
They're going to get rid of all of this debris.
What about out there? I mean, anybody take a
And
boat
I'm
out?
Fisherman.
Did you take a boat out there and see how it was?
Boats? Are you kidding me? I can take you straight back with my boat right now and show you 11 cars.
Cars.
that are just under the water. What's amazing is it all came from this side, of course, and that surge must have been so powerful, so fast they didn't sink until they got almost a mile away.
So who gets them out? FWC? Or do they stay there?
No, they'll have to be moved because they're hazardous. They're just the rooftops on low tide are just inches under.
Crazy. We got to go out there on a ride, George. That'd be crazy to see. Well, Kim's the water person, so she want to do that. I'm more of a land person. All right, so we're going to get new docks, and sounds like more insurance money.
No insurance. We can't insure anything over top of the water.
Really?
Really? Yeah, it's gonna
No insurance.
be
Did the
probably
boats- did the-
$600,000 spend.
Well, how did the boats survive? Any of them make it?
Pretty much the only boats that made it are the ones that people took them home. I took mine home this year and a couple other guys, but the rest of them are totaled.
When you say you took it home,
I live in Illinois in the summertime.
so you drove it all the way back to Illinois.
Mine's a smaller boat, a 26-footer, and I put it on a trailer. Yeah.
Did you drive it back because you the storm, or you just took it back because you could use it up there?
Took it back so I could use it with my
I see.
grandkids.
I see. Well, I guess that worked out okay, right?
Oh, good for me.
Yeah.
There's a few people took them back, but most guys just left them here. And you see there's still one hanging up over there, down on the end of A dock. But all the rest have been removed.
Now, do you guys? I know the restaurant's right there. Can you walk through to the restaurant, or you got to walk around?
There's a side gate over there that
Okay.
we walk through to get to the restaurant.
Yeah, it's Junkanoo and Fresh Catch now, right?
And the gate also goes to public.
Yeah. Any word? You guys got any inside info on the Publix? We're trying to. Soon. I've heard that since December.
Soon.
Yeah. So.
Yesterday's answer was real soon.
Oh, yesterday it was packed with people. Did you see that?
They're doing training.
Oh, good. Did they?
Good.
Last I heard that they were worried there weren't enough people on the island. Then I was like, I don't think that's true. There's people everywhere. That place will be mobbed when it opens. So.
Hey, let's go take a look inside.
All right. What a hidden gem back here, though. Are there any units for sale?
One up yesterday,
How much is it running for?
$775.
What floor are we on?
701B.
Yeah. How many square feet?
1,600.
1,600 square feet. View of the bay?
Without slips too, aren't they, Tom? Those are without slips. Going up the sail, correct?
That's correct.
We're at Ocean Harbor, everybody. Getting the tour. George, Mike, and friends.
Friends. Lots of friends. Hey, we got Tom Swanback.
Yeah. See that? Snuck in there.
Yeah, I don't know if you know Tom or not, but
Yeah. Is that Tom? Have you been on the show? Yeah, I thought you were on the show. All right, so we're going through the back door here.
into the bear lobby.
Nice shirt. I love it. Nice. Thank you for wearing the yellow. I'm not getting on the elevator, George.
Sorry, no, you'll be all right.
I'll take the stairs. I could use
But
the
I do want to show
exercise.
you are able to jump the gun. We have water to here,
Okay.
fixed in here. This is our electrical room. Take
Wow,
a look
looks
at the
good.
height of the meters. The water was literally lapping right below the meters.
Wow.
If they'd have flooded the meters,
Trouble.
we'd have been dark like the other side of the island. we were extremely lucky on that.
How quickly did you get power back?
That kind of took forever, but ARS and our trusty elevators.
There we go. We're back on now. Oh boy.
Go ahead.
You're not an elevator?
4. We're limiting.
Not
4.
after a hurricane, Tom.
Tom,
Where are you going?
we're gonna run up the Swamp.
Come on.
Come on up.
11?
11.
All right.
You're not
What's
an
on 11?
elevator guy?
Not after a storm. No,
General elevators out here daily.
What's that?
The technicians are here
Okay.
daily.
Well, the pink shell's got one too, so we were on that one.
One of the lucky things that we were though is our elevators parked themselves on the 7th floor, so they were parked when we lost power.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
They didn't drop, did they?
No.
They just stopped there.
No, that didn't happen until the contractors got here. Then one dropped a few feet.
Nobody got hurt, right?
Of
But
course.
there's 11 people on it, plus probably sheetrock.
Yeah.
Grossly overloaded.
It was a little tight.
I guess we're going to the Swanback Suite.
Yeah, we want to. Tom's got a great place here.
Oh,
We figured
wow.
We might want to show one of the fine.
Now what
Ocean
we're
Harbor
on.
units off.
So we're on the 11th floor.
Right.
Morning. Any damage here?
No, there was not. We had shutters on the lanai, and they shook like crazy.
Hurricane shutters up.
Hurricane shutters.
Gotcha.
And I was here.
You stayed the whole time.
I stayed the whole time.
Crazy man.
Dumb. Dumb.
So could you see anything out there with the shutters up?
I could not because everything was dark. You can't see through them.
Yeah.
But the shutters, they would bang, 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 bang. And these sliders were bowing like crazy.
No kidding.
I thought they were going to come.
I mean, I know it's hard to estimate, but how do you think, powerful you think the wind was?
We know
I
that
mean,
they.
at least, I bet you it was 180.
No shit. Wow.
No.
Yeah, what the window engineers told us from the insurance company when they came in, and they were testing all of these, and these are the older style sliders here. They were amazed that they didn't cave in.
Now, does
Said
that?
100, as you said, 160 to 190, depending upon how high up you are on the tower.
Got
Of
you.
course, the higher you were, the windier it was, because there was nothing down below a break.
Does everybody have hurricane shutters here and they put them up?
No. There are quite a few that did not, and I'm one of them. And I did away with my shutters after I put in the new style hurricane doors because it was double indebted. There's no reason to.
Did they hold?
Oh hell yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So they work. They definitely work. But anyway, consequently, we're going to get the report, and that'll be one of our major expenses is to replacing windows.
Yeah.
Tom's windows, as he indicated, bowed and did everything but come in.
Wow.
Well,
This
it
is
needs to be
this is freaking amazing. Wow. What's that?
Key West Express.
Oh, how can you guys tell?
Is the big boat over there?
I can't even see through the
Leaves every
screen.
day between 8:10 and 8:20.
You see it now?
Yeah, yeah. This is an awesome view.
All right, so I don't know what you want to see. I think we showed it all.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we can do. You guys got any ideas?
Anything else you want to share with our 9 listeners?
Unless he wants to see the debris down here.
We were.
See that on the way out.
I think we just saw.
Yeah.
But
Tom, what do you think about the island? How the island's going to recover? You're involved in real estate.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, nobody wanted things to change because of Hurricane Ian, and there's a lot of devastation, loss of life. I mean, it really, really was difficult. It's difficult for me because we couldn't live here for 4.5 months. It was tough, and I lost my business. It floated away. So all we can do is look forward,
Yeah.
move forward, and we got a lot of interest in real estate.
Oh, sure.
I think for every parcel for sale, we've got 5 or 6 buyers.
Yeah.
It's happening right now. Margaritaville, I think, is going to be leading the charge. As soon as they open, there's other construction that's going to be completed. It's going to be fabulous.
Any idea or guess how many houses are gone on the island?
You know, Ed, I don't know.
When you guys say 7 houses are gone from here, and when I did the one last week, there were 10 missing, 10 cottages missing in between the Best Western and Beta Beach. It's,
That entire block was full of houses. Now you can see there's only, what, 2? 1. There's one here and then that one up in the corner. Those were all homes that are just now gone.
I've not heard a count. I don't know, but it's.
It'd be
I'm
interesting.
not so sure they know.
It'd be interesting if there's some kind of statistic to see how many houses are either gone already or have to be knocked down after that. I mean, it looks like that row of houses did pretty well, so I'm guessing they were built to code.
They were protected and they're elevated.
The whole island's going to be elevated now, huh?
No, the new construction really, really worked well. You know,
Yeah.
those houses survived. Like George says, with the impact glass windows, that saved a lot of property. But if they weren't elevated, then they got wet,
Yeah.
or in some cases did get knocked
And all the
over.
businesses have been lost.
Right, right. When do you think the docks will be ready?
It's up to the Army Corps of Engineers. Permit application in, and as soon as they give us permit, we're already staged with, got 3 bids for reconstruction, and as soon as they get us the bids, we're ready to go.
Okay,
I'm sorry, the permits.
Dumb question. Why is the Army Corps of Engineers involved?
Help me with it.
It's on state water.
Oh, it's over
It's
water.
it's federal.
See, we have a submerged land lease from the state. of
Okay.
Florida, and anything over the water, they tend to be involved with. as
Gotcha.
far as I know.
It's a complicated thing with who owns the water and who owns under the water. All right. Anything else, George, before we let the people get back to their Saturday?
Yeah, I just want to thank,
thank you.
you and Beach Talk Radio for everything you did.
Thank you.
During that period, for the 4.5 months, you were our main source of information.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'll
Fabulous.
pass that along to Kim, and we appreciate you guys saying that, and we'll keep doing it. We'll keep
right.
doing it. Thank you guys for everything. We're at the Ocean Harbor, everybody, and we'll see you at Wahoo Willie's at 11 o'clock.